Hey everyone, it's Ken here from Northern Viking Explorer. I am here on Princess's beautiful Sapphire Princess Cruise Ship, and today I'm going to give you a full walking tour of this ship. We'll start out on the upper decks and work our way down floor by floor to the lower decks. There's so many amazing spots on this ship that I want to show you. So let's go ahead and dive right into this full Sapphire Princess ship tour. So let's start our Sapphire Princess ship tour out here on deck 17 at the aft of the ship, or the sky deck. Now, if you've sailed on the Sapphire Princess before, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below, what your thoughts are on this ship. So we'll start out here by the sports court. This is way up at the top towards the aft of the ship. It's fully netted in so the balls aren't going over the edge. You can shoot hoops in there, you can play pickleball, and they've got these really cool lookouts on either side of the sports court. Great place to come stand and watch as you sail. You can look over the back of the ship here with some fantastic views over the different pools and hot tubs. Now the stairs do wind back and forth quite a bit to get up here, but it's worth the hike to the top to get the amazing views. Now as we come down the stairs here on the left hand side, you'll see the glass. This is the Skywalker's nightclub. We'll go in there in a moment, but that's also considered deck 17 when you look at the ship maps. So the sports courts above and the Skywalker nightclub are technically on the same deck, but not really. We'll continue down the stairs here to deck 16, and you can see they're really quite windy to get all the way to the top, but what a beautiful morning it is to be filming this. The sun's just coming up. Deck 16 here, and this is called the sports deck. You'll see there's shuffleboard down here. There's lots of loungers. You've got a couple of hot tubs out here. These ones were quieter during our sailing, so there's one on either side of the ship here. Raised up, and more loungers with great views. And this area is actually called the Oasis, and you can see the Oasis bar there. And if you look off the back here, you'll see the splash pool down on the sun deck, or deck 15. And there's just so many nooks and crannies that you can hang out on the loungers. Great place for views, especially if you're sailing into a port. Awesome spot for photos. So here on deck 15, or the sun deck, on the left hand side here, you'll see the outdoor area for Camp Discovery. So you've got the treehouse on the one side and the lodge on the other side. And if we head up the stairs here, a better look at the splash pool. It's big and round. It's 3 foot 3 inches deep, or 1 meter. Some more of the outdoor kids area. It's protected there. And if we look over the edge here, and we'll be down here in just a little bit, you can see the Terrace pool down there, the back of the Lido deck, etc. We'll climb back up here to deck 16. So here's the other hot tub at the back, and then the shuffleboard here on this side as well. So it's on both sides. You can play shuffleboard. And if you head around here, there's stairs that go back down to deck 15, or the sun deck. Let's head back inside here. And this is where you're going to find access to the Skywalker nightclub. Lots of colors in here, bubbles. There's actually an escalator that takes you back up to deck 17, or the sky deck. It's currently not running, but this will take you up to the Skywalker nightclub here. Lots of comfortable seating, high top bar tables, a big dance floor, lots of lights, the DJ booth off to the side, panoramic windows. And this is open during the day as well, so if you do want to come sit in here, maybe grab a beverage, come sit here along the edge and watch the views. It's a quiet place during the day. On the other side, there's some TVs. And this is where you're going to find the bar as well. We'll head back down and out of the nightclub area. And rather than going outside, I'm going to take you down the stairs here. Back down to deck 15, or the sun deck. And this is the kids area here. So on the end, this is actually the beach house. So for ages 13 to 17 is access down here. the lodge, ages 8 to 12. So the Camp Discovery is nice and close to everything. Let's head on back outside here and start walking towards the front of the ship. If you're looking for the Sapphire Princess big logo on the side, this is where you're going to find it. You can see all these wind blockers here, so if you come sit out here, this helps protect you from all the wind because it can get quite windy out here. Now behind all the glass here on the left hand side, this is the upper floor of the conservatory, and you can access it here from the sun deck or come up the stairs inside. This was one of our favorite spots to hang out during the week. Lots of really nice padded loungers up here on the second floor. It's much quieter up here. As you come around the side, there are a couple of ping pong tables here as well, and because these are inside, we were all able to play it throughout the whole week. The wind wasn't taking our balls away. There's a foosball table over here on the end. And the pool down there. We'll get down there in a moment, but you can see the big covered roof. And we sailed on the sister ship to the Sapphire Princess, the Crown Princess, and this pool was not covered, and it was much better here on the Sapphire Princess, especially if you're having colder days at sea. It was awesome that this was covered. Out the other doors and down the side. Main pools down there. See the couple hot tubs. And again, we'll be down there in a moment. But a lot of people don't see this. There's a small set of stairs here that take you back up to deck 16. And this is where you're going to find the lawn court. So it's not a mini golf course, it's just a putting green up here. And there's several holes around here. So if you do want to do some putting, you can come up here to the lawn court to do that. It's kind of hidden. I bet you a lot of people didn't see that during our sailing. And you can see there's a ton of loungers out here. We've got the Trade Winds bar there on the right hand side, and as we go past these wind screens, if you are looking for one of the smoking sections on the ship, it's tucked away right here. But it's really neat on the ship. You can walk right up to the front down the side. You can look over the edge here at the bridge. And as we come around the front, you'll see the gym on the right hand side, and you can go right up on top of the bridge. And there's quite a large area here. So if you're taking the ship to maybe Alaska, awesome place to come look at the glaciers. And you can look down, that area down there is staff only, but if you go underneath that, and I'll take you there a little bit later, you can go right up to the very front of the ship. The sanctuary is above the gym there on the right. We'll look at that in a moment. And the gym there again. And you can walk all the way down this side as well. Right back down to the Trade Winds bar. They've got towels here. You can just grab them as you need them. You don't need to check them out like you do on other cruise lines. So lots of seating here at the Trade Winds bar. And if you are using the smoking section, they did have coffee available right beside it as well in the mornings. Now let's head back up right here to deck 16, because there's a couple cool spots up here as well. And actually you go right back up to 17 here as well, so the sky deck. This was actually one of my other favorite spots on the ship. You can get fantastic views here. So we sailed under the Golden Gate Bridge. We came up here and it was fantastic. We also sailed out of Vancouver and sailed under the Lionsgate Bridge by Stanley Park. And there was just fantastic views from here. Lots of seating as well. We'll head back down to deck 16 and head towards the front, towards the sanctuary there. Again, lots of wind blockers up here, lots of loungers. This area was a fair bit quieter during our sailing. And this is where you'll find access to the sanctuary, which does come at an additional charge. Quite a beautiful area. Fun waters with oranges and cucumber. Extremely comfortable seating, much thicker padding. Sanctuary towels. It's partially covered in here. Quite nice. They've got little cabanas here where they can do massages and things as well. And then continuing on from there, this is where you're going to find the Lotus spa pool, and this is for adults only. It is complimentary to use the pool there, and 2 hot tubs, and those hot tubs were much quieter than the other hot tubs around the ship during our sailing, so keep that in mind. We'll head back down the side here, down the stairs past the Trade Winds bar again to deck 15, and then we'll head on inside, and this is where you're going to find the Lotus spa area. So if you are looking to have any spa services done, this is where it is located. It also houses the complimentary fitness center, so there's a variety of different free weights and benches, as well as cardio machines and regular machines. If you are looking for a full tour of the fitness center, I have created one. I'll have it linked for you below in the description. Why don't we head down the stairs here to deck 14, or the Lido deck. There are cabins here at the front of the ship, and we'll head out the doors there. And this is where you're going to find the Trident grill. This is complimentary here on the ship. And they have street tacos, loaded fries, hot dogs, sandwiches, and burgers, all made right here in front of you. If we continue on to the middle, this is the Mermaid's Tail bar. And then over on this side is where you're going to find Prego Pizzeria, which does serve complimentary pizza. They had pepperoni, ham and pineapple, veggie pizza, and this did change slightly throughout the week what they were offering. And then in the middle here, you'll find Neptune's Reef and Pool. They've got some cool statues out here. There are complimentary life jackets that you can borrow over there if you need them. There's showers. The big movies under the stars screen. Lots of seating. Huge pool. And a couple of these smaller hot tubs. Through the doors there is where you're going to find the elevator banks. And then around this side is Swirl's Ice Cream, where they do sell premium desserts, or you can get a complimentary cone. They had vanilla, chocolate, and swirl available. More seating down here. Now as we head through the doors here, this is going to take us back into the Conservatory indoor pool area where we were earlier upstairs. They've got life jackets in here if you need them. And this area is actually called the Calypso Reef and Pool area. So again, this area is totally covered. It's nice and warm in here in the cooler climates. This roof is wonderful. A big pool. There's a shower there. A couple of these smaller hot tubs. More loungers with padding. You've got the Calypso bar here on the side. Another hot tub on that side. And as we head through the doors here, this is going to take us into the Horizon Court Buffet, which is the complimentary buffet here on the ship. You've got a complimentary beverage station over there, and you can see the seating goes right down the side here with great views over the ocean. Now on the other side of the ship as well, they have kind of a matching area, so you'll find a similar buffet over on the other side as well. You've got more of a pastry and dessert area over there, and then your main entree area here in the middle. It is a little bit on the smaller side, but they had a lot of variety here throughout the week. And if you are interested in seeing the free or complimentary food that we saw and ate during our sailing, I did create a video on that. I will have it linked below in the description. Another complimentary beverage station there on the right. And to the left, you have access to the elevators, the stairs, and you can go right across to the other side of the buffet. Continuing towards the back here, a fair bit more seating as you continue along here. Now, as we come around the corner here, if you go to the other side, they will commonly turn that area into a specialty dining experience where they may host things like the Sterling Steakhouse or Crab Shack. Now, as we head out the doors here to the Horizon Terrace, there's lots of seating out here as well. Beautiful place to come enjoy your breakfast. There's also some bar seating here, and you'll find the Outrigger bar here as well. Overlooking the terrace pool. Now this is deck 14, the Lido deck, but as we go down to the pool here, it jumps down to deck 12. There is not a deck 13 on the Sapphire Princess. Now, if you're still watching, I'm assuming this video is giving you value. If you could hit that thumbs up button, maybe leave us a comment or subscribe. It would really help in growing this channel so we can bring you more cruising content like this. I'll wait here right by the pool as you do that. Continuing around the back here, you can see all the way up to the sports courts where we started out. And you can actually sneak down through this door to the cabins here on the Aloha deck or deck 12. It's super handy if you want to walk inside all the way back to the terrace pool. I'll bring you right by the cabins here. So we're back here by the aft elevators and stairs, and decks 12, 11, 10, 9, and 8 are pretty much all cabins, so there's not a whole lot to see, but I do want to show you one of the laundry rooms. There are several of these located around the ship. There's one here on deck 10 that we'll go check out. They're labeled as laundromats here. Now, as you come in, you can buy tokens, select your language, and it's $3 for washing, $3 for drying, and $1.50 for detergents from the machine there. They've got a sink and paper towel, a couple of ironing boards in here, a little TV if you want to watch that while you're waiting for your laundry. And this particular laundromat has 4 washers and dryers. We'll continue down the stairs all the way to the Promenade. So this is deck 7. And actually, why don't we head down to deck 6? So to get to the international dining room, you have to go to the aft of the ship and then go down to deck 6. This is where you're gonna find one of the 5 main dining rooms here on the Fiesta deck. Beautiful dining room, single story. We've got seating by the windows, beautiful tablecloths. We'll head back up to deck 7 or the Promenade, and we'll head off to the side here and out the doors. So you can see the Promenade goes all the way down there. You can actually get all the way around the ship. We'll go to the front in a little bit, and you can go around the back here. So if you do want to go for a walk, this is probably your best place to do it because there is not a running track on the Sapphire Princess. We'll head back inside. Off to the right here, you'll see one of the entrances to Club Fusion. Awesome little venue here on the ship. They've got lots of seating in here, high top bars, little kind of couch areas, smaller tables. They've got a fairly large dance floor in here with a stage. They host things like trivia or dance classes, bingo, and different parties. You've got the bar off to the side here, and it's kind of got a Western motif to it. And quite a bit of seating in here. Continue down the Promenade deck here towards the front of the ship. You can access again the outside there. And that's the other end where we came from. This area also features lots of plaques and awards for the Sapphire Princess. It's quite interesting to look at, so you can come find that here on deck 7. So as we continue on, this is the photo gallery area. So behind the brown cabinets is full of photos that you can look at throughout the day. They also sell all sorts of camera equipment if you need anything or forgot a memory card. Off to the left here is Sabatini's Italian restaurant. This is a specialty restaurant here on the Sapphire Princess. And this has been voted one of the best specialty restaurants on a cruise ship by USA Today. We'll continue on, and right next to that, you're going to find the Internet Cafe. There's all sorts of computer stations in here. seating or just regular areas if you brought your own computer. More stations around the corner there. And then as you come out, you're going to find the ocean front area. So if you're looking to buy any holders for your medallions, maybe watch bands or lanyards, they sell all that kind of stuff here. Lots to choose from. Keychains, necklaces, and again, watch bands. We'll continue on towards the front of the ship, and this is where you're going to find the Explorer's Lounge. We've got the bar right here with lots of seating. In this area, again, they would host things like game shows or shopping shows, trivia, music, and a whole lot more. They've got the stage there, lots of lighting. More couches, more access to the outside. The elevator banks are off to the left there. And as we come through the doorway here, this is the seating for the Crooners bar. So lots of tables here, big windows, lots of light. They've got the raised bar top here. So that's Crooners. And as we continue along here, you're going to find some shopping. So Meridian Bay, if you're looking for jewelry, you can pick that up in there. They've also got facets. This is quite a large watch store here on the ship. And if we continue down there, that'll take us all the way back to the Explorer's Lounge. We'll head back in the other direction, and this will overlook the Piazza area all the way down to deck 5 below. Beautiful kind of atrium area on the ship. Continue along here. We've got the wheelhouse bar. There's a little dance floor here on the left. Small stage, so you can come in here and listen to music. They've got the piano. Lots of seating. Comfortable seating, big chairs and couches. Across the way here, you're going to find Calypso Cove. So more of the souvenir shop here on the ship. They've got all the princess gear. So if you want princess clothing or bags, kind of mugs, that sort of thing, you can grab that here. They've also got liquor in here as well as any toiletries that you may have forgotten. We'll continue along towards the front of the ship. Again, more seating by the windows. And as we come through here, up the stairs straight ahead is where you're going to find access to the Princess Theater. But I want to take you outside onto the promenade, and we're going to head up the stairs here. And this is a really cool spot on the Sapphire Princess. You can actually walk right to the very front of the ship, but you do have to go up the stairs. Really nice area with fantastic views. Now they did shut this area down a couple times during our sailing because we did have rougher seas, but you can walk right to the very front. This is right under where we looked down on earlier in this video. Go right to the front. How cool is that? We'll jump back inside. Let's show you the Princess Theater here. So there are elevators and stairs here right at the front. We'll head up the stairs here and go into the theater. I would say kind of a medium-sized theater. There weren't any posts here, so pretty much every seat had a great view. There's lots of slope here, so people's heads weren't really in the way. And each of the seats actually had a little fold-out table as well. That was quite handy. The lower area down by the stage can also be accessed from deck 6 on the sides. But we'll head out the doors here on the other side. And if you want to, you can actually access the wheelhouse bar from here as well. Why don't we head down to deck 6, which is also known as the Fiesta deck. And we'll hang a right here. On the left is one of the access points to the Grand Casino. But right here is where you're going to find the shore excursion desk. So if you are looking to book a shore excursion during your sailing, you can come here. I'm sure they'd be happy to help you out. And if we head back towards the theater, you can go right through there to the lower level of the theater. But if you're looking for the Churchill cigar lounge, You can find that right here. They've got a little bar in here as well. We'll continue across past the stairs and elevators. Again, you can go right into the theater there. This is where you're going to find the library, the future cruise sales, and the Princess Captain Circle. Book your next cruise right here. All sorts of information pamphlets, seating. And again, this doubles as the library, so if there's books you want to read, you can grab them from here. They've also got a variety of different games if you're wanting to do that. And as we come out of there, this is where you're going to find the Grand Casino. So several table games, different machines. And I do have a full walkthrough of the casino, so I'll link that video as well down in the description below. So as we come out into the atrium area, you're going to find a few more shops out here, or the shops of Princess. The one here on the left has lots of different purses, more jewelry. They've got Pandora in there. Some clothing. And then as we head towards the back of the ship, this is where you're going to find the Santa Fe dining room. One of the 5 main dining rooms here on the ship. Lovely dining room. And then we'll head across here past the elevators and head towards the back of the ship. And you'll find another main dining room back here. This is the Pacific Moon dining room. Not quite as large dining rooms here as the international dining room at the back of the ship. You've got another shop here. This is Essence. They've got all sorts of perfumes and makeup, Chanel, Dior, Estee Lauder. More access to the casino there. And this is also where you're gonna find guest services. So if you need anything, come here, they'll take care of you. And we'll head on down to deck 5, or the Plaza deck. Right down to the Piazza, a beautiful grand piano. And as we head towards the front of the ship, this is where you're going to find the Princess Art Gallery. So if you're looking to purchase some art during your sailing, you can do that right here. They've also got the complimentary International Cafe. So if you're looking for treats or snacks, pastries, desserts, fruit, they've got you covered there. And if you do want to purchase specialty coffees, you can do that right here. Next to that, you've got the Good Spirits Bar. Lots of seating. You can sit by the window and enjoy the music. And towards the back here, you're going to find another main dining room. This is the Savoy dining room. Kind of a darker finish in here. We'll continue across the back here, past the elevator banks and the grand piano. They'll commonly be playing music here for you to enjoy in the Piazza. And round the corner here, and this is the last of the 5 main dining rooms. This one's called the Vivaldi. Much brighter finish in here. Now as we exit, you're going to find the Vines Bar right here, so easy access to that from the Piazza. And then you're also going to find right next to that, this is a specialty restaurant. It's called Alfredo's Pizzeria. Or is it Pizza by Alfredo? No, it's Alfredo's Pizzeria. If you got that pizza reference, maybe leave me a comment in the comment section below of where it's from. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this full ship tour of the Sapphire Princess. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe here on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy cruising.